Welcome back. We haven't got Gemma today, unfortunately. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, there she is.
Hi. We're in our new studio. Well, not a studio, it's the corner of our workshop that we've cleaned.
Yeah, that
and put a sign up.
That was full of junk. But yeah, so why are we filming in the workshop today?
Today, we are looking at our skip truck.
Skip truck? Or skip boat?
Skip boat.
Yeah, because last time it was sinking on us, wasn't it? It was taking on a lot of water, so...
And we've realised it's really, really heavy.
Yeah.
So when Simon's on his own pulling it down...
It's hard to move, yeah. So we're going to try and streamline it a bit, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
So remove unnecessary bits that we don't need, because it's an old sailboat.
And fix all the leaks.
And fix the leaks. And maybe put like a little bit of a floor, so when there is water in it, so we're not getting all our cardboard boxes wet.
Mm.
That's only a plus though, like that's only like a luxury that if we get time.
So we are waiting on parts for the van that we're doing at the moment. Yeah. So we're gonna push that away for a minute and
take advantage of the
downtime we've got during the day.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take the van out and bring the boat in.
Well, we'll just go and jet wash it first. We'll just go and clean out because it's absolutely full of mud and you do not want to bring that in there.
Right, let's go and clean the boat.
Clean the boat.
Hey, it's ringing.
So as you can see, I had to ditch our other little boat off the trailer because we stole the trailer. But as Gemma pointed out, it's actually quite a big boat.
It's massive.
But there's not really much load space. Dude, it's full of these like pontoons on the side, which I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, what we need to do is clean it up, don't we?
Yeah.
She's a trooper, isn't she? It's raining.
I'm getting wet.
Have you noticed how people are scared of like the rain, but then we go home and get in the shower?
Yeah, but don't get your clothes wet in the shower.
You do if you don't take them off. Take your clothes off then.
I never realised how big this boat was. Come here.
What?
Come here, Chris. Chris. Go and empty this. Chris.
You're gonna need a bigger bucket.
Quick.
I got big, quick. So, draining the water off into a bucket. Don't know what Gemma's doing. What are you doing, Gem? So, I've lifted the trailer up on the forklift and I've just noticed. There you go. There's a lamp in the film. You got my girly reaction there. Right, let's get it off the... No, Gem, let's get it off the trailer because this is dodgy, this. It's dodgy. Right.
You know it's dodgy when Simon says it's dodgy. So, primary objectives with this boat today. Try and make it a bit lighter because it's quite heavy for Simon to move around on his own. Make it be able to carry 84 sheets for when we start moving over the marine flag. and it doesn't drain. When it does get water in it, it doesn't drain very well. So we want to assess that and see if we can make it easier for when it does get water in it. Because it's only got one drain plug on this side, so when that side's full, it can't get out. So that's stupid. Butt crack. So to get rid of this top bit, we're just going to mark a line, cut it off the grinder, and then put this oak in as a bit of reinforcement. Even Sharpies don't mark this very well. Carrying this now.
So in the past, somebody's put a temporary outboard mount on it, I'm going to say. So I'm going to take this off and then we're going to assess what's behind, because I know we're leaking water and it was around here somewhere. So okay, so it's like Swiss cheese. There's lots of holes anyway. So let's give all this area a clean and we'll see about filling these holes.
Ah, no wonder it leaked.
Should be a song like, "You like hole in my bucket."
Got a hole in my boat.
Well, we've even got a nail there. So I think someone tried to fix one with a nail.
Oh, that's a good fix, isn't it?
So what are we going to do? We're going to epoxy them up, Jem?
Yeah, so I was going to claw out with that nail.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm mixing epoxy the lazy way.
What is it? There's a brush. So we've got a piece of oak. This is actually a reject frame we milled up, because obviously you can tell we went round all the frames, whether if they had a knot in it or a defect, so we went around and sprayed it black. So we put this in the container and we found a use for it. So good. So yeah, that's going to be attached to there. So I'm just going to use some Bond and Seal, just some cheap adhesive sealant basically. So can I switch it down?
Do you need a glamorous assistant?
Yeah, to be out a bit. So let's line it up. I'm level with the outside now. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
And get some clamps.
I was just going to screw it, but I've even found some lovely stainless screws. Oh, do you know you've got enough glue on, Jem?
When it oozes.
Oh, do you know when your arm's not long enough?
Do you know one thing we're not doing on this boat that I always do? We're not painting it!
Don't paint your plastic boat.
Don't, no, this is the rat luck boat. This is the dump boat, the truck, the rubbish
Skip truck.
skip truck boat.
Yeah, but I've seen,
not gonna
I've seen
look
painted
pretty.
skip trucks.
Have you?
Yeah.
Just to stop the glue getting on any like clothes.
My hands. Yeah.
Do you know what that is? That's the paint from when we painted where the old galley used to be in the boat. You know, like one of the first things I painted.
You land on the wall.
Good paint that. Go on.
I'm trying to do tape stuff.
And then we're doing it wonky one.
Wonky tape. There you go, look at that. So we've got quite a big hole where the dagger board used to be. Obviously the water line is sort of quite a bit lower than this, but it'd be nice just to cover it over. You never know, because if we're super heavy loaded or something like that, you don't know how the water's going to be. So we'll just cap it off, as well, saves injury and stuff. So we'll cap it off with a piece of plastic, half a door card and a van. So be nice. Here she comes.
Ugh.
What are you going to do, Jem?
I'm going to seal up the hole. Stop rocking the boat! Ah, you're making me go wonky. Robins. So we made a little seat.
Is it marine ply?
It's not marine ply. So this is very expensive, this seat. It is lightweight plywood with a metallic gloss finish. Should have left a cover on it. Do a bit more.
No, look at that. It's like bling. We've got a blinky skip truck.
But it's a good test to see how this plywood.
I haven't left this stuff outside for like years. It's
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
So let me see. Let me test my little seat.
Oh,
Have I got something on my bum?
If you've got your bum on something, there's like, don't even touch it.
I've sat on here and it's all oozed, it's all that sealant. At least it's got a good seal.
What your ass?
There's me not going to the toilet for the next week. Clean me up.
Let us wipe your bum and then we'll figure it out.
Right, you go and stop the boat from slamming in and I'll pull the trailer.
Okay. Right there.
Yeah,
So you got hot tire.
I've got it.
So if you go slightly.
Yay! Right, now we've got to assess the bottom for holes. Well, hello there. It's a big gash you have. So I had a quick look around the boat and the only obvious sign of damage on the bottom of the hull is this. So I can get like my finger in there. So that needs sorting out.
To my assistant has mixed up some polyester resin. We're not using our posh West epoxy on those.
Yep, this means it probably won't set.
Oh, this stuff does. It's actually Lloyd's approved. I don't know who Lloyd is, but...
But Lloyd said it was good.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Two-person job. 1.5.
Oh, don't call yourself a half.
Don't be shy.
Not nice stuff, is it?
Seems like a movie.
Cool. Hopefully it won't sink anymore. So we'll wait for everything to dry and then we'll flip it back over. So a couple more things to do. We want to put a rub strip on it so we don't damage Sarinda anymore.
So we don't damage this.
Oh, lovely skip So we're going to put some form of rub rail on it. Also we still need to put some upstands here, so when we are moving 8x4 sheets and woods, we don't have to tie them down, and we'll have a little upstands and it'll stop them from sliding off. Maybe at the front as well.
Stop.
As front stop.
Okay.
So it's got 3 points so they can't move then.
So without putting some, you could buy special like rub rail material and stuff like that, but obviously we're not going to put any money into this. But we've got some like silicone hose. So I'm literally just putting a screw through the hose, and then so it creates like a nice little dip where the screw is, and a nice bit of cushioning. So I've done the other side. It took about half an hour, so hopefully this side will be a bit quicker. So put this like silicone rubber tube all around it now. Basically if we come up against something, it's just going to bounce. Good. I've not put it on the transom because you don't generally back into other boats, do you? I'll put a bit on the corners, but not here yet because we still need to make our board mount, don't we? So every boat needs a towing eye. Put like an extra long bolt on it because I'll show you what for in a second. So we've got this bow fender thingy. So we're gonna try and attach it there, but I think you're meant to tie them on with rope or something like that through these, and the design sort of one size fits all. And so we're going to try and, the extra long bolt, I'm going to try and cable tie it back to there, and then these holes here, then we're going to bolt through the deck hole joint. So let's have a go. Yeah, it's quite good. All it's got to do is stop it pushing down, isn't it? I think when you're doing cable ties, by rights, you're meant to leave like a nice little sharp bit. Cool, what do you think? Stop us damaging any other boats, won't it? So now I'm going to make an outboard mount. So we saw the original one, which wasn't the best, but it worked, didn't it? So we're going to go for a piece of marine ply, and then a piece of oak in the middle here for the actual outboard to clamp to. So we go. So we've got our piece of oak cut. What I'm going to do now is put like a slight taper, like a back cut on it, so when the outboard clamps, if the engine twists, it can't really come off because it'd be a taper upwards, if that makes sense. So that's the next job. So as you can see, the saw is now set to the desired angle. All right. Should be enough. It's not going to fall off. She's back!
So I know we said we weren't going to paint this boat, but I changed my mind. So I'm just cleaning it up and we're going to give it a very, very quick rough paint job.
Be like anti-slip, won't it? So, job is cleaning.
As usual, cleaning and painting, you know that's just me, isn't it?
In a natural habitat. What kind of paint are you using?
I'm going to use grey garage floor paint.
Why?
Because it's tough.
And because we've got loads.
we make doing and we're using what we've got in the workshop.
So it's almost time to paint your boat.
Paint your boat time!
You know, we did say before that we weren't going to paint it. But I think what I want to do before we actually paint the boat is check that our 8x4 brackets actually work.
Yes.
The best way to test that is to put an 8x4 sheet on it.
Let's go get one.
Can you go that way?
No. Look at that.
So I left it with some slop on purpose, just like, I don't know, in our experience some boards come a bit bigger and you don't know.
But look, you've got space for your 8x4s.
Yeah.
But you've also still got loads of space in the boat.
For your crew.
For your crew, look like.
And Jen would like to be looking at these big inflatable sort of work platforms, but we've got a work platform.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah. So we can moor this up next to Sarinda, so...
You can stand on it though.
Yeah, we can stand on it for when we haven't got to worry too much then about the tides when we're doing copper nails, unless we start floating away.
The biggest problem with Sarinda though, because when we start working higher up on the sides, then we almost need like a scaffolding. That's been my concern, but if you get some more of this then you can put a ladder on this, couldn't you?
Okay. Cool, right, let's go and paint your boat.
Polyurethane floor paint, grey.
Good stuff, this.
But we painted that with a little bow, didn't we? The interior with that. So
Yeah, it's lasted really, really good.
didn't fall off once.
Look at that. Yeah. It's a beauty.
So we're just getting the boat ready for the Miami boat show.
So, obviously yesterday we weren't going to paint the boat, so that's why we went ahead and put all the rub rails on and stuff. We're not set up for painting in here, so I'm working with one roller. I haven't got any little brushes to go and do any fine.
We don't paint anything here, do we, usually?
No, so it's a bit of a rough paint job. And obviously we haven't removed cleats and stuff, and I'm just going around stuff. But look at it though, it still looks better than it did.
Shiny. We're going to be the envy of the boatyard. Best skip. If there's an award for the best skip boat, I think we'll definitely be there, won't we? So, we got any painting tips for anyone? Do you want me to give some painting tips?
No. Just, I don't know. I'm just really trying to get in the gaps, but it's not the best roller.
So you're going to take this to a boat show?
It might win the worst.
The best skip. The best skip boat.
The best skip boat. And also it'll win the worst presented boat in the world.
Good.
But
that's not what we're about, is it?
No, it's you know, if it was any other person, they wouldn't have painted it. But you know what I'm like.
I wasn't going to paint it.
Oh, I can't get into.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
It just won't fit.
Because I'm tight. Anyway. Do you want me to finish it?
Nope. Done a good job so far. Ta-da! Well, there's only so much you can polish a turd.
Yeah, I've done a good job of that.
Looks quite shiny, doesn't it?
Yeah. So hopefully now she doesn't sink. Hopefully now the outboard doesn't fall off. We can tie her up and we can now transport AB4 sheets.
Yeah, that's...
So that was our...
And it didn't cost us anything.
I don't think it did. No.
Because we used bits that we had lying around the workshop.
Because we hoard stuff.
Simon's a hoarder. So now we need to get this boat once it's dry back over to the boatyard.
Yep. And give it a test then, can't we?
And we're done. We can get more rubbish off the boat.
Yeah, we could do rubbish in one because we're so tight on the water, on the tides and stuff. So if we can get it, we've now figured out all of our big green bags. We put everything in the big green bag, straight in the boat. We don't get any, because we used to just throw it all in, didn't we? And it was all going in the bottom there. It was getting stuck in the drain holes and...
Yeah, so we've created more space at the front. So hopefully when we do need to do a rubbish removal, we can do it all just in one trip.
Yeah.
Which would be great.
And moving stuff to the boat as well, so...
So we're just trying to make our lives easier.
Yep.
Get things done quicker.
Yeah.
And it'll help us further along the line, won't it?
But we're going to need this for quite a good few years, I think, so...
Yeah. So the only thing I think we should add on to this boat is most of the time Simon has to move this on his own. Yeah. And it's 15 foot long and it's not the lightest of boats.
It's kind of, well, you used to dig into the ground, which was the problem. You could never like...
I think we need some like big drop down wheels.
Okay, so you can run up the slope.
Just to make it easier for you moving it around.
I can make some of them, yeah.
So that might be the next little add-on that we do.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Cheers, guys.
See you soon.
See you next time.
Bye.